Yo ho! What's going on, guys? This is Grim Reaper bringing you guys another One Punch Man session. Today we will be discussing the strongest S rank characters, tier list version. In this occasion, as you already know, we're going to be taking and including a My Mask. I can't forget about him, even though his picture isn't on the list. We're going to be sorting out the guys in terms of some different quantities at this point in the story. Did a reread recently, so my thoughts about the current situation are fresh to a certain extent, and I'd like to give my newly changed opinion because of the recent facts features that have occurred in the series so far. So, before we begin, make sure you guys check out the Discord. That's where we do all of our different activities, our discussions, our arguments, everything that we do before and after the stream, especially this one in particular. So if you're in the premiere, or excuse me, if you're in the chat right now, or if you're watching this later on, make sure you come to the Discord. Check out the link in the description, so you can discuss One Punch Man with us all the time. Aside from that point, remember to subscribe and join the family. You know what we do. So let's get it started. Okay. Believe we're good to go. I think we're good to go. Let me know if we're seeing any visual issues. So, as you're seeing on the screen, we are indeed going from 1 through 17. I think there's 17. There should be 17 names in there. Amai is going to be included, but the reason why I think 17 should be fine is because I'm not doing Blast. He's going to be in the unknown category. So, with that being the case, let's get started, bro. Make sure you put your thoughts in the chat below. I'll make sure to read them and consider them. This is going to be my personal list, but I do want to weigh the information that you guys can add. Different perspective always assists in getting to a true final solution or getting to the truth of things. So we're going to let that pop in, and you're going to get to work with that. So let's get it started. At the top, I guess we can go from top to bottom or bottom to top, which would be more fun. Well, let's put Blast in here in the first place. There. What's good, Joshua? I don't know. Should I do top to bottom or bottom to top? If we do bottom to top, what do you guys think? Tell me below what you guys think. Bottom to top or top to bottom? Cause I feel like doing bottom to top. Yeah, let's do bottom to top, right? Yeah, let's do it that. All right. So 17th. It's gonna be towards the bottom of the guys. Let me make this clear. It seems like the lower, like everybody's gotten stronger. That's what it seems like over the time period. So, just because you're 15, or excuse me, 16 to like 13 or whatever, doesn't make you weak to any extent. Now we may have some new viewers and some other casuals that just started or just caught up to the manga. So, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. Alright, so it's not Pig. It's pretty tough. It's not Darkshine. It's not Watchdog. It's not Flashy. Genos has to be a consideration. Metal Bat has been consideration. Tank Top has been consideration. And Pooty has been consideration. These four in particular. Tatu, Bang, no. Atomic, no. Child, no. Bufoy, no. King, no. Zombie, yeah. So it's going to be these four. Alright. So what we've seen so far. Fighting Spirit, I think, is trumping both Tank Top and Pooty. But it was mentioned very, very, very clearly by Garo that the Genos that fought EC had physical strength similar to Tank Top that he fought before. So Tank Top's physical strength is still relevant in terms of like a guy that's as agile as Genos' great fighting capabilities. So he's, you already know what's going on. That gives a feat of credit to Tank Top. We can add a plus for him. Genos took on a dragon. Now however we want to consider. Hold on, what's going on? Morgan the guy, what's good, bro? What's going on, Kelp? What's going on, J? Hey, what's going on, JV? What's good, nigga? What's good, CK? What's going on, Minecraft? Damn, bro. All the numbers, my nigga. Welcome to the chat, bro. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the family, my nigga. I think that's about it. Joshua, what's going on, One Nation? Kelp, Joseph, what's up? Marcus. All right. So back to the analysis and shit, so we can get some niggas on the board. Pooty. All right. The feat that Atomic Samurai recently got about the Focus Atomic Slash, that came through fighting experience. And that's also how Genos gets a lot of his power ups, his upgrades, and becomes stronger. And like he adds more data to his fighting capability banks or whatever, his fighting banks. The same thing that occurred with G5. That's exactly how Garrou's power works too. It's through fighting experience. So, to an extent, using that same definition, Pooty has fighting experience. He's fought several niggas before. Whether he's lost to them or won up against them, whatever. He's faced a variety of different individuals. So he can fight. Tank Top hasn't had that same exposure. I think it's safe to say that we should put Tank Top below Pooty at this moment, as it actually is. But I just want to consider it appropriately, because if you remember back in the Alien Invasion, Tank Top was throwing them big ass boulders, bro. Like he was out there muscling and shit, out there Cock Diesel, strong ass nigga out there, Hulk type shit, just throwing big ass fucking boulders or whatever, and they were going far as fuck and fast too. Like he was throwing them shits like they were actual missiles. He's got cannons on them literally. I'm not by any sense underestimating Tank Top. It's like Garou. So that's why we have to truly evaluate these niggas and what they can really do. So I think it's safe to say we should put Tank Top right here at 17. All right, up next, I think it remains within the same quadrant of these guys. I don't think Pooty could break out of Pig God's mouth if he swallowed him. I don't think Pooty could deal with fighting spirit or dragon thrashing. When Metal Bat hopped on top of EC's head and just popped all over that nigga. Nah. Yeah, he can't deal with that, something like that. So I'm definitely gonna put Pooty as up next on the listings. Alright, so in the 15th place is where we start to get to the nitty gritty. Alright. So this guy's ranked really high. I don't know much about him, and I don't want to doubt him in particular because he's fighting a dragon head on right now. And I don't really feel like he's gonna lose. He actually got caught into a super parallel situation, and he was dealing with it just fine. The problem is that I've seen a lot of combat feats from a lot of the other guys, and because we're talking about what we've seen and what we have, not pretend shit, and the titles and rankings are gonna hold weight, but they will not be, the sinking anchor of any ship. That's why I have Blast in the Unknown rather than number 1. So, with that being the case, I'm not telling you that Pig God would lose to Metal Bat, but I'm saying I'm gonna talk about Pig God versus Metal Bat if it comes down to it. Okay, so through rank, it has to be evaluated that Metal Bat or Geno should be up next in terms of strength and capabilities. Okay, so one thing that was impressive, and it's still impressive to a certain extent, but it wasn't broken impressive, was Zombie Man's offensive ability, right? So Zombie Man has those guns, he has his 2 blades out there, he has an axe, and he's an attrition fighter. I think Metal Bat's offensive capabilities should be able to deal with that. I'm not sure if Metal Bat should really be able to dodge bullets. That's some crazy ass shit, but he seemed pretty fucking fast, man. He could do some shit. But his immortality makes it inconsiderable to be talking about him in this position. This is the problem, bro. I'm thinking about this shit Metal Bat's obviously the next choice here. Or it's going to be Genos, one of the two. We're basically talking about Genos versus Metal Bat. But, like, once Fighting Spirit starts, there's, like, no telling where he could get to. Like, there's, like, no telling and shit. I'm not one of the niggas that believes that whenever Zenko hit him in the back of the head, that, like, he knocked out because he had nothing else to do. No, like, that was a clear depiction that taking another hit would have been enough to take him down. That, like, Fighting Spirit works to a certain degree, but your body has to be able to, like, deal with it. And he couldn't deal with it at that certain point. So, if I put it up against Firepower, right? You remember that shit that the Deep Sea, bro. Deep Sea was out there literally wet as fuck, bro. Getting wet out there in the rain and shit, looking 60 feet up with the big ass fucking like horns, fangs, things coming out of his mouth and shit like that, bro. He out there for real, bro. And you know what Genos did once fucking the Deep Sea like went to the stadium for a second? One shot at him one time. Punched him, snuck up on his ass, hit him in the cheek. No, but didn't even stick it on his ass. Like, he landed his shit, the Sea King saw him, and then bam! Right shot at his ass. Put heat behind that shit, and force, and then fucking knocked him out of that form. Go look back at the chapter. The Deep Sea King came back into the stadium after that punch to fuck on Genos in a much smaller form. And he had steam and shit coming up off of him because of the blast that Genos hit him with. Genos at that point, I know we always talk about like how like Deep Sea King can't like really deal with or beat even in his big form he can't beat a Face Ripper and Waking Cockroach or whatever because Genos was upgraded several times and struggled greatly up against them. So while back then up against Deep Sea King, you know, he did just fine. He almost stalemated with him before he sacrificed himself for the kid, and he couldn't really do much. So I get the comparison now. After reading for a long time, I get the comparison. I see that clearly. But at the same time, like, it's me asking y'all this. Like, y'all, let me see y'all niggas' answers in the chat to this question. If Genos, like, full power incineration cannon, like the shit that he used to blow apart EC from the inside, point blank at Metal Bat, not dodging, not anything, he's gonna take the hit. Maybe he can take it or whatever. I'm asking y'all a question. I'm asking y'all that. Can he tank that? Can Metal Bat take a full blast incineration cannon from Genos' chest to his chest? Or to, you know, his blocking arms or whatever? Let me see what your niggas think of that shit. Oh, Marcus is saying shouldn't drive might be in the no, considerable. I'll definitely consider that. CK says that Drive Knight beat Genos in a race, not saying he's stronger, but look at you. Chicken Dipper was good, bro. He says Pooty would whoop Drive Knight. You tripping, bro. Joshua Neck. Well, this is all like, nah, I can't really answer that question like right now, bro. It's just based on like the facts and like what we know, bro, and like the implications upon what we know, bro. Like no fake fantasy shit, no extra powers of what he could do back then. It's like what he's done and how that could work up against somebody else. That's how we're basically ranking it and shit. Alright, so starting from Minecraft, he says nah. Kelp says nah. Marcus says fuck no. CK says yes. Metal Bat can take a blast. See, it's like I want to believe that, bro, but like at the same time, he took a beating, but none of it was like extreme heat type shit. Like we can't act like niggas can't poke holes through you and shit like that. Like even Garo, it was Orochi in them niggas. It was Garo in them niggas. It was what's the nigga's name? The guy that put a hole inside of Garo's stomach, and then Orochi made it bigger, and then Garo was like, it's okay, like I had a hole there anyways and shit like that. Like, if Goro can fucking eat that like a sandwich, like, maybe Metalbat can. But because I'm doubting it so much, I'm gonna go with that. But I just want to let you know that, like, Genos' combat capability was proven to be high level when he did up against Goro. Sure, Goro was like weakened as fuck, but like that's not an excuse that we can use. Like, if you're a casual reader, if you're just stating it to like talk about in a conversation, that's fine. But like because we're evaluating it, Goro's strength doesn't diminish when he's fucking tired like that. He overcomes those things often. It's even quoted in the fights. Remember against the AB 8 or whatever, like they were like, oh, he's paralyzed, or oh, he's starting to feel shaky or whatever, and then they started to brag about him, like, oh, he's still doing this and or that, while still being under the effects of this and or that, whether it was the paralysis, or the poison from the arrows, whether it was hits and shit like that, being tangled up, the consecutive attacks, like whatever it was, Goro has always in multiple fights been under pressure or been disadvantaged, and he still overcomes or shows attributes or skills that are faster than what he usually has. He'll be fucking like we said, dizzy as fuck, but he's all of a sudden dodging faster. His legs will be beat up, but all of a sudden he's running faster. Shit like that is the case most often with Goro, so I can't consider him to be like ineligible or that a weakness for him. Like, I can only mention that on the side. Oh, he was injured, or oh, he was tired. That's not the biggest factor when mentioning Goro. So with this guy, it's a little bit different. This nigga gets stronger by those features. Like, I'm gonna yield. I'm gonna probably put Metal Bat next because I don't think he can take it to the chest. But like, this is a guy who literally gets stronger mid fight because of injuries. Goro only gets stronger after fights because of injuries. This nigga gets stronger mid fights. So, and even then, up against Orochi, he actually said that he had fighting spirit. That he was feeling it and shit like that. So he actually started to use the shit that Metal Bat had. So even now, Goro's getting fucking stronger. So we'll put him at 15. Okay. Here's where we're gonna turn into a fight. So okay. The guy, the Goro that we saw up against Genos, right? Skilled as fuck. Tired, like we said, poison or whatever, still skilled as fuck. Was going hand to hand with him. And it wasn't just his like it was Genos' ferocity and like the combos that he threw, shit like that were efficient. Genos has always been an efficient fighter. He just, shit happens to him. He'll be going up against him, he needs to be stronger. Shit happens. But he knows how to fight very, very well. And he was matching Goro. So, with superior firepower to Drive Knight and Pig God, and I'm also going to consider Watchdog Man in this conversation. So right now, for 14th position, I'm considering Genos, Pig God, Drive Knight, and Watchdog Man. I don't see, like... Alright, right now I'm thinking about Pig God versus Genos. And I just need to see one durability feat from Pig God to know something about him. Like, I know he's not super duper fast, like, whatsoever. He can get snuck up on and shit. But like, he is kind of a tank. You remember when he got stabbed and bitten by the Gorgon Eye bitch or whatever? Like, but that's not the same as like Genos' machine gun blows. Or like fucking one of it, like the fucking blade shit that he has coming out from the sides or whatever, the cut. Or like the fucking incineration cannons, the spiral cannons or whatever. The jet arrows. Like, he has a variety of attacks now in that previous form. Not to mention the upgrade that he currently has, which we're not going to be using, so it doesn't matter. That he's effective with. And I all I know is that Pig God can swallow him. And literally, a person, an individual of exceptional capabilities, like, Yeah, I think the fact. Oh wow, that's crazy, bro. The fact that Genos got out of EC makes me feel confident about Genos getting out of Pig God. So I think Genos is over Pig God. Um, Drive Night. I don't know if I should be considering Drive Night. All right, real quick below. Type in what do you think if we should have Drive Night in this or not. Or should put him in unknown or not. Wait like 1 minute to see what y'all niggas say. By the way, let me know if we're having audio issues ever. We can adjust that shit. Alright, so looks like Kelp is saying unknown, definitely. Marcus is saying unknown. Alright. That's what I'm saying, like, you know. Y'all don't forget out with that lightsaber, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Alright. So, yeah. Let's keep Drive Light in the unknown as well. Alright. So, this makes the list even smaller. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, we're still in the same evaluation. Watchdog, Pig God, and Genos. Alright. The other portion of the situation is that in Genos' fighting style, he often implements hand to hand shit. He's often punching you in almost every extent. Even when Armored Gorilla came to fucking beating a wicked cockroach and shit, he's always in there going hand to hand with the explosions. Up against Saitama was a prime example of how Genos fights exactly. He'll run around shooting after you, trying to hit you, kick you, punch you, and shit like that. He'll throw blast cannons at you from different scenario, from different situations, from different trajectories, spots on the battlefield, doing all kinds of shit, just lopping up attacks and combos. He's very effective that way, but he always punches. He always does that. And a much more, you would assume, a much more refined and skilled combatant in Garo, which, let's just say this. Because we saw the confrontation back then, like I said, we can't use the handicap for Garo, but like, let's say that his water stream rock smashing fist is superior to Garo because it did deal with to Genos, because it did deal with like Genos' attack one or two times. You know, like when Genos was gonna blast him with his hand and he brought his leg up out of nowhere and kicked that shit out of there. Like that's water stream shit. So like I'll give him to that. I'll give the water stream superiority over Genos' fighting style. I'm not talking about Bang. I'm talking about the one that Garo has, the one that we've seen it used against a variety of much more individuals. At the time period when it went up against Watchdog, it got completely spanked like nothing. To the point where if somebody told me that if Bang ran up on Watchdog, it'd be a fight, I couldn't say no. Bang ain't never fought a nigga like that. That was the exact issue that he had there. Bang, it's not to say that Bang can't fight animals, that he has any experience against animals. He's just entitled to Garo. So that could be the case. But like I said, we haven't seen him do that. We'll see it. We'll see. But regardless of that, Watchdog manhandled that fighting style. That sure it got better once he got to up against Genos, but like, how much better did it really get? If Genos runs up on Watchdog, man, we've seen his agility. We've seen his fucking ability to be evasive and his ability to deal with an excessive amount of power with his punches. I don't see Genos getting out of that because of the comparisons. If Garo could like get not beaten but manhandled, like it was a monopolized fight. You know what a monopoly is? A monopoly is like when one company, one entity tries to take over an entire industry. Like it's just them. They're running the rules, so you have no options. It's illegal as fuck. That's what that nigga was doing in the fight, bro. It's just Watchdog punches and kicks, bro. Ain't no fucking water stream these nuts, nigga. Wasn't none of that shit in the fight, man. It was just that Watchdog flow. So if he's doing that to the water stream, imagine what he'll do to fucking Genos's exceptional even fighting style. But it's not as like coordinated, skilled, planned, schemed as fucking Bang's water stream and even his disciples' interpretation of it. So I'm gonna have to for sure give Watchdog over Genos. I know you niggas think it's crazy to be discussing that, but it's really not. Like Genos took on a fucking dragon, and it wasn't anything. Nah, like Genos took on a dragon. I don't want to hear that shit. Besides that, as we said, the only ones considerable in that situation would be those three, and because I believe that Genos could beat Pig God, Pig God's gonna be in our 14th position. That automatically yields Genos into being the 13th spot. And now let's continue onward with a new base individual. Accordingly, I should probably put King at the top. Respect to the old nigga. My Lord and Savior. Alright. Okay, so because we allowed Watchdog to be in the previous consideration, he should probably be the base of the next consideration. I'm also thinking about Zombie Man as being the base for the next consideration. But I can't yet. Zombie Man's attrition capabilities, in my personal opinion, allow him to beat a lot of people. Like a lot of people. Like his axe could break and he'd run out of bullets, and he still got two swords. So, and even then, he could probably like take his bones out and like fucking use them to stab you some shit. Like a battle of attrition really wouldn't run out of shit. Like, he really wouldn't nah. He'd be all right. All right. So, with that being the case, I am gonna lead it off with Watchdog Man. So, all right. Rank doesn't mean everything, but it is an indicator of things. It does indicate things accurately. Right. So, the community is big on Darkshine, and that's what like if you think about it, like a big ass like cup with like water in it, bro. And you put a food coloring in that bitch, and it happens to separate or whatever. Like half of that shit is me on the blue side, considering Darkshine to be like in a conversation up against Watchdog Man, and then like the other half, which is a little bit like smaller, maybe even a little bit bigger than the blue half, probably a little bigger, is like the community's influence saying that no, like Darkshine's super duper strong. So like I'm gonna like skeet in the red side, to contaminate that shit, to let your niggas know that like we're going to use facts and feats. And the reference of a manga only individual using hype as well. Big God has more hype than Darkseid. Like, this nigga's strong as fuck, bro. Like, him running was busting apart monsters. Crazy as shit. Apparently, he's the designated defender, protector of the association headquarters itself, stationed there individually with purpose, my nigga. But if I was isekai'd into the One Punch Man verse, right, with no superpowers whatsoever, do you know where I would go? There's two places where I would go, bro. Two. Q City. Or I'm moving into the apartment next to Saitama's. One of them two things is happening without a fucking doubt, bro. Like, that's without a question, man. And the third would be to, like, fucking, try to do some hero shit. Earn, I think it's like C rank, A rank, whatever, and then like get some quarters in the fucking Hero Association building, bro. But for sure, my nigga, the hype for fucking For Watchdog Man and QCD, it's much more substantial than Darkshine. Both had limited instances of appearances. Correlating individuals between the two are Bug God and Guru. They both fought each other, right? And that's like the four pieces we can connect them with. Bug God fought Darkshine and lost. Guru fought Bug God, and Watchdog fought Guru. So, all right. The whole hype is that he punched him in the chest and like, it didn't do anything like at all. And this is a pretty fucking strong girl. Punched him in the chest and then sent girl flying into the fucking into the electron lines and shit. Fucked him over. And like, he's strong as fuck, but he got one-shotted. It's like, all right. So I know you guys have all heard me claim both in the podcast. Make sure you guys check out the One Punch Man podcast playlist if you guys haven't seen it, or have you missed a recent episode? Check that out. You've heard me mention that I believe Goro officially earned his Dragon Disaster Level panel when he blocked Death Gatling's Death Barrage, right? Didn't know if he can do it, confirmed to do it, blocking, deflecting bullets and shit, protected the kid, everything. He did that right there. Immediately then took on 3 high S-class individuals. Like, at the same time, after fighting the AA. And then before that, he encountered another fight as well. So, like, he hasn't been, like, slacking in like, any department, like, whatsoever. Like, he hasn't... And then he gets saved, and there's a time skip there. We all know how these things work. That was the time period when Orochi told him, go get him the head of a hero, whatever, and shit. The whole diner situation, running to side tunnels the second time or whatever. Grimm, if you remember, what's going on, Raj? So, like, it just depends on what you consider Goro at that time period, and that's the hardest part. If you think Goro was just a high demon at the time period when Phoenix Man saved him, then fine, sure, he's a high demon. That takes away a little bit more evidence or credit for Pig God. They were just two very strong demons that happened to run into each other. He had a special attribute of durability and strength, which is fine. There are plenty of demons that have special attributes that are higher than certain dragons. Pure blood is faster than some of the dragons that we've seen. That is the case. He's a demon, but that is the case. So that's fine. But I personally don't believe that, because in that same encounter, he got stabbed up by fucking by Royal Ripper or whatever, and got beat down by Bug God. But before all that cheat shit happened with the slug or whatever, he was saying, "Oh, I think I can deal with this. I can this isn't so bad. This isn't so crazy fighting 2 demons." Like, he was already displaying the capabilities of a low dragon, or of a dragon already. He gets resurrected and he starts utilizing fucking the world cutting wind shit. Now he looks like a fucking true dragon out there, fucking everything up. Took on Rover, Giro, and Orochi and shit, back to back, surviving and utilizing fighting spirit on the shit. It's like when he came back from the defeated World Ripper, he truly elevated himself, and that's why I think people call that the ascension to dragon. But there are degrees to a dragon. You can't tell me that Bakuzan would be able to deal with all that happened. But if Bakuzan encountered fucking Rover, he would just die then. That would just happen. So you can't tell me that Goro was just a regular dragon or a low dragon when he dealt with all that. That can't be the case. That hasn't been represented to be the case by any other character or any other situation. And it's just not that. Goro was not a low dragon or a regular dragon or just becoming a dragon when he encountered fucking a Rover in them. Like, Goro did not wake up with that regenerative shit with like his clothes stuck to him and shit like that. Oh, the bleeding stopped and he went to go find Tadio. Started using the world cutting whisk, fucking bodied fucking Royal Ripper. That was not newly Dragon Goro. That was like advanced Dragon Goro. That was true Dragon Goro. To deal with all that, you can't. Like, even in all actuality, bro. To be honest with you, 100%, you have to be a high dragon to be able to deal with all that shit. I just don't want to call Garo a high dragon because I don't know what's gonna happen after this next awakening. So, as I stated before, Garo gets stronger after every single death, after every single like parent situation, every single almost defeat, huge battle, he gets stronger. Every single encounter. That's how his power works, or how his basis works. Sometimes he gains people's fighting styles. So this last one was three high dragons and two high dragons and an above dragon in a row. The amplification that he gets from that is about to be cheeks clapping worth, my boy. But I don't know if that's going to put him at above dragon or something even higher than that, or just really high dragon. I'm basically asking, like, or I'm speculating when I'm asking you too. Do you think Garo's going to come back to be Rover level, EC level, or Ketsu level, or like is he going to be a little bit below that? Is he going to be fucking like homeless level, or like gums and shit like that? Like what is Garo going to be exactly and shit? And I'm thinking it's gonna be like that high Rover level, but that's why it's this all comes. I know we like spirit out of control. That shit we super spotted that at Watchdog shit, but I'm just trying to like, break it all apart. Like the nigga that fought Bug God was a dragon. When Garo punched Bug God in the chest, he had the abilities and the power of a dragon. But it's not impossible for a demon to have dragon skills. Darkshine popped that like nothing. Like nothing. In an improved form. Sure, Watchdog was able to manipulate or monopolize that fight, but and even with the superior reputation about Q City, I think I have to give Watchdog the 12th spot. With that being the case, you already know the next consideration has to be based on Darkshine. The individuals that I feel would be in comparison to Darkshine are Flashy, Bang, Atomic. Yeah. So we're gonna go off that base now too. Now this is where it's gonna heat up a little bit. So you make sure you guys go ahead, drop your hate, drop your speculation, drop your fucking whatever your thoughts and shit in the comment section below right now. Drop them in the chat section right now, or come into the Discord if you're watching it later on, and drop your thoughts in the video right now. So Bug Guide, or excuse me, so Darkshine, Flashy Flash, Bang, and Atomic. So off the bat, niggas are saying Bang's ranked super high up, number 3 above all of them. Why is he being considered with like a guy like Darkshine who's ranked that low? Some niggas may be saying. Or Flashy Flash Speed Demon, why is he being considered with these guys? Or like Atomic is has this focus flash, why is he be considered with Darkshine? Or there's different things that you can complain about or say about the setup, but none of these guys can fuck on Zombie Man, besides maybe Atomic because of the Atomic Slash. And I don't know how that would work against Zombie Man. None of those guys can fly, and I think Beaufoy has several drones apparently. But maybe we should be talking about Beaufoy right now. Because to be honest with you, Bang has more DC than Beaufoy. Beaufoy has more DC on an average base, but Bang can produce a lot of DC. Remember that one time where he punched the ground to lift up the heroes and shit, like an entire plate, like just like fucking slid up to throw the heroes at him and shit. Maybe I should be considering Beaufoy in this conversation. His drone is powerful, and he was able to fucking deal a fucking blow on the fucking meteor, but it didn't do that much to it. Not to say that firepower wouldn't fuck up a good portion of the city. It really would. But like, and then the question would be, could Bang tank that? And like, could Bang get away from that? Bang's pretty fast too. And then if Flashy ran up on Bullfoy, bro, like, is he cutting through a drone and shit? He's fast as fuck. Like, you think he would? You think he'd be? Yeah, Flashy should be sure to be able to catch a drone. Like, if the drone's like letting off a stream and shit, trying to catch Flashy, and then it loses him for a second, and he hides in the corner and jumps up at it. He should be able to cut it before the drone can maneuver and shit, and disable the drone. And this guy's all about drones. That's really all we've seen. All the rest of the bots that he has are like non-combat. It seems they had this particular purpose. Yeah. 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 Cause if Beaufort ran up on Darkshine with that arsenal like that, like, yo, what happened, bro? Like, all right, so think about this. Think about this. Remember when Goketsu popped the stadium right next to Bakuzan's head? Like, y'all niggas think that Darkseid can do that, bro? Like, if Darkseid can do that, we could talk about Beaufort versus Darkseid. But if not, then, bro, like, yo, oh, bro, yo, what these niggas in chat is saying? Well, Minecraft says Grimm Zombie Man are creditless. Joshua says, "Yep, let the fires of hell burn." Hee. Marcus is saying, "What's Zombie Man going to do at Walker?" Yeah, niggas hate Zombie. Why do y'all niggas think Zombie Man should be open right now? Let's put Zombie on right now to avoid conflict. Grimm, we gonna be fucked up. Big God will digest Zombie Man. Is he really putting Zombie over Darkshine, Flashy Bang, or Atomic? Yo, niggas really think, bro, like, yeah. All right, I'm gonna continue on, but I gotta address this. Y'all can keep pretending like Flashy Flash can kill Zombie Man, but that's not the case. What does Flashy have to kill Zombie Man? You get me fucked up. Hell nah. Don't ever think the Flashy Flash would be stronger than Zombie Man. I don't understand that. This isn't the webcomic where you can slice him up into mincemeat and beat him. Like, that's not the case here. That's happened to him. Pureblood sliced him up and did that thing to him. Turned him into mincemeat. He literally used the words mincemeat in the translation. Like, and he got back. If he's fighting Karna's Kabuto, whatever, and winning, like, if he's fighting for an entire week, I don't care what how fast he is. Like, that doesn't matter. No, what the fuck? The thing is, no, man. That's not a thing. That's that weird ass fanboy shit. Flashy's not. How do you kill Zombie Man? You're not killing Zombie Man. Niggas are not killing Zombie Man, bro. What can Zombie Man do to Flashy? Oh, nothing, bro. Flashy gonna get tired, man. Oh, he gonna run away. He's gonna fight for like a whole 23 hours, right? And the 24th hour, he'll fucking be like, all right, I'm out of here. Fuck it. Niggas is crazy, bro. What the fuck? Like, Zombie Man literally has been proving that. Let me see. Can the Flashy Slash cut through Darkshine? And can Bang react to fucking Flashy? And can Atomic cut Darkshine? And I'll definitely add zombies to the consideration since you guys are complaining so unanimously. We'll definitely talk about Zombie Man in the situation. Huh. Yeah. This is like this is a problem because once again we're getting to the whole like immortality situation. Like, okay, so the purpose of this stream is, like I told you guys, whenever we do these particular ones, it's to do the top 20 videos, right? Or to do the ranked videos. And they've all been successful. The demon one that we did, and the dragon one that we did, a lot of views. Niggas really enjoyed those videos. We're gonna keep doing them like that. And the streams that we do for them are also getting a lot of attendance as well. It's really fun interaction, talking with y'all niggas and shit, arguing, discussing. Because I learn about you guys, and then y'all niggas learn about my viewpoint. A lot of you guys have like mixed viewpoints because you read the webcomic, so you're tainted. You know, y'all niggas have been dipping into like some Clorox shit, some forbidden juices. Well, I haven't. I'm purely manga, so my viewpoints are gonna be like not correct because we're not pure and tainted are not in reference to correctness. It's in reference to the sources we've been exposed to. So me being a pure non-webcomic exposed source, I only have this canon, so I can see it clearly as just these feats. Some niggas may be telling me, "Oh, Zombie Man can't do this or that." That's fine, but that didn't stop him against a fucking vampire. That had like fucking blood, literally blood pockets all around him. It didn't stop him. Apparently, he fought an entire fucking like. This isn't One Piece where niggas fight for like 5 to 7 days. We don't see that usually. Like, that's incredible. And it's just like actually realistic. Niggas get beat in seconds before in here. In seconds. So like, to tell me that Zombie Man fought a dragon for an entire week, like, and it was Carnage Kabuto too? It wasn't some like pretend dragon, it was Carnage Kabuto? Why do you think Flashy could kill him? Like, why? Do you not think that he died in that fight? Like, he died. Like, Zombie Man died for an entire week, most likely, man. And then he just beat him because he was too tired. Do you think Flashy Flash has more stamina than Carnage Kabuto? So you're telling me that Dr. Genus, the nigga who's making dragon-level organisms, made one who has less stamina than Flashy Flash? I don't want to hear that shit. Flashy Flash cannot fight for an entire week straight like Carnage Kabuto did. In a rampage. He was rampaging too, man. Like, if you can deal with that the magnitude of that feat, comparison to Flashy's feat, you're right. Flashy may have a higher feat, a magnitude or whatever, but his feat is nullified because he cannot die. Like, it doesn't matter how fast Flashy can Flashy slash this nigga, bro. It doesn't matter how many times Flashy Flash runs around the room that Zombie Man's in before he cuts his legs off and slices his brain into a jillion pieces, man. Apparently, he'll just reform. Now, that is the argument that I'd like to uphold, but here's the reality of the situation. If this individual were actually immortal, he'd be the number one strongest. So, I'm going to put him in an unknown. Now we have Bang, Atomic, Darkshine, and Flashy. You know it would be fucking... Like I said, the base of this right now is Darkshine. Darkshine versus Bang, bro. Yo, like he got smacked by Melzigar. He did. He went flying. He tanked it like a sandwich, but he went flying. You can hit him and throw him. Imagine Darkshine, bro, who's popping niggas with lesser. Yo, like, could Bang? How many hits from Darkshine could Bang tank, bro? Realistically, have we really seen Bang like tank anything? Cause like right now, the scenarios would be like Flashy versus Darkshine, Bang versus Darkshine, or Atomic versus Darkshine, and the question would be like, could Focus Slash actually cut Darkshine? How would Bang be able to deal with like the assault and like could Bang actually hurt? Yo Bang, yeah, bro. That shit that Bang did in EC, he probably could bust on Darkshine, bro. And then could Flashy actually cut him and shit? So like, cause we know for a fact Flashy can cut him faster than what Darkshine can react to. He does have like the ability to block and shit. His defense seems like almost indomitable, but like I don't know, man. Darshan's like really like a shield, man. Let me let this blunt real fast while I read these niggas' thoughts and shit on the current situations. So JB says, if you can attack that fast, you can react that fast. True. CK says, people that take the CK feat and run with it. Zombie Man was only beaten until he was just ahead. I don't know what that means. Same goes for movement speed, JB says. So Atomic had a fight in the span of 2 seconds, right? This nigga's just wanking on Flashy, bro. If Bang gets hit by Darkshine, it's over. According to CK, damn. What's up, Dizzy C? Coming on, bro. Welcome to the chat. Some of these guys just don't have the move sets to beat other members. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're weaker than them. Exactly, yes, exactly. Yes, agreed. That's what this basically is. A comparison of how niggas are mixed matched against each other. Like, just because fucking Genos is above Metal Bat doesn't mean that fucking Metal Bat can't beat a nigga stronger than Genos. Good thinking, Dizzy. JB says, bruh. Marcus, about the whole time span thing. No, I don't know the time span of how long it took. I just know it took like an insensibly small amount of time. It was definitely not a multitude of seconds. I would say less than like 3, but I don't know if it was 1 exactly. It's most likely 1, but if you like, I have to reread the fight. But like, the feat of the matter was that like he was doing actions while the rubble was still flying upward. So like, that doesn't mean that it wasn't going fast. Like, for like, everything implies that they're using a lot of force. So if like you fucking do that shit really hard, hit the ground really hard, and rocks start flying up, like, the rocks don't just fall down any second. They're gonna like fly up until they don't have enough energy to keep flying up. So like, all those rocks that were like flying up, they could have been like they could have had a lot of energy. So them falling could have taken that much longer because they went that much higher. But we didn't get that much detail in it. We just got them going up and then where they were at the end of the fight. So the context is that in less than a certain amount of seconds, most likely 1 or whatever, that Flashy was able to fucking do all that shit, and he's fucking amazing for that bitch. I was like top. That was literally the best speed display that I've seen just with drawing that shit. Like the panel where like Flash is coming downward and the 2 ninjas are falling in front of him, like in there like horizontal wise. Like that shit looks fucking amazing, bro. Like, oh, that shit was so fucking good, man. What's up, Rajesh? Yeah, I agree, bro. Zombie can't scratch Darkshine whether he uses the axe, sword, or bullets. Alright, so now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Flash can cut through Darkshine. The only reason why I think Atomic can cut through Darkshine, because I would say no, because of the G5 interaction that we recently got. The only reason why I say he could is because of the focus slash that we just seen. The focus slash seems to imply even more power with it. Like it's the exact definition was like to annihilate or something like that, or like, hey bro, what the fuck? One Pace nigga, you gay, bro. This nigga asked Grimm, are you wearing the shirt? Are you wearing badge? Y'all niggas gay. Alright. But yeah, like the focus slash helps Atomic in that category with that, of getting through the Darkshine shit. Bang though. Fuck, man. That's the one where I'm like, oh, because how does Bang deal with these people, bro? Like, okay, the speed demons, Atomic and Flash. Like, if Atomic runs up behind Bang and does like some focus shit, I don't see Bang blocking that or deflecting that. At the same time, if Bang like opens the door to a room and shit, and then like takes the first step in, and then like Flashy does his flashy slash to the nigga, like I don't think he'll be like fucking dodging that shit. I don't think that. And the question is like, they hate he has to die. Like this isn't the story where like a lot of individuals just taking sword slashes like One Piece. Like no, like if you get cut, it's most likely dismembering you completely. No, Flash a little bit less because the octopus's amazing size, and thickness and shit. It was even mentioned that 100 Eyes octopus's actual physical skin and durability increases as it eats more concrete. So it's not anything like crazy that Flashy wouldn't be able to just cut through him, like in the first attempt. Like that 100 Eyes was fucking like tough as fuck for that. It's a feat for 100 Eyes, not a degrade for Flashy when you use that comparison. So like, if Flashy can be stopped by 100 Eyes, then Darkshine can definitely stop a casual Flashy, the casual Flashy slashes, but not an actual Flashy slash, quote unquote. Fuck, this is hard, man, cause I just don't know. It comes Bang versus Darkshine, bruh. Can Bang really tank that shit, bruh? Can Bang really tank it? No, I don't. Oh, I just haven't seen him do it, bro. I feel like he can. Like he has to be able to tank crazy shit like that. And as a matter of fact, him tanking the fucking the Mesogard attack while just saying, "Oh yeah, I need to stretch out shit like that," I have to actually use that because he's a dragon. None of that disregarding fucking Mesogard. None of that fucking bullshit. So, fuck, man. It's just, but that's not one of them Darkshine punches. The question is, bro, like I asked y'all niggas, can Darkshine really like, bro, that go Ketsu shit, bro? You're like, bro, yo, if it was Onin, bro, Onin would definitely say that, yeah, Darkshine can punch like Oketsu. He would say that shit, bro, because it makes sense. It makes sense that he really should. But I don't think niggas was gonna fucking like, bruh, like, yo, it's just like. But the water stream can deal with immense strength and power. That was shown both with Tank Top and fucking Melzigard. Let me see what your niggas is thinking right now. Bang is definitely above Darkshine. Hell yeah, Bang is easy top 4 though. Bang is dodging a majority of Darkshine's attacks. Couldn't Bang just redirect Darkshine's punch like a road did to Tank Top Master? Facts, that's exactly what I was just thinking about. Bang can deflect Darkshine's attacks. He doesn't need to tank them. Facts, this is what I was thinking too, Backs, bro. I don't think Bang could tank Darkshine stuff, but the thing is, I'm not saying that you're right. He doesn't need to tank them, but the question is, well, he has to consider these scenarios in the worst case possible. Like, it's not whether he could. It's like, what happens if and when Darkshine lands a hit on Bang? Is he out? Is he going to be so debilitated that he can't keep going? Or vice versa? What Bang did was a team up thing. Him and his brother did that together. But what if he got his own solo version? When he was up against the meteor, it was implied that he had something he was about to do that thing to that meteor with. So, assumingly Bang has a solo version that may be, a smaller scale, but still incredibly potent as well. Will that shit fuck up Darkshine? With how y'all niggas think, a nigga could throw EC at Darkshine, and Darkshine would, like, brush him off or some shit like that, bro. Or how y'all niggas talk. But, like I said, I haven't seen him. I really haven't seen it, bro. Like, I've really only seen Bug God fucking punch Garo and send him flying shit, but that's not the biggest fucking feat in the world. It's a good feat, but fuck, man. Fuck, bro. And even then, what is Darkshine's like consecutive punches doing to that nigga, bro? Like, what is because I don't think he can cut through Darkshine. because once he like the whole radius thing with Atomic. Once he goes inside of Atomic Zone, even while doing the Flashy Slash, Atomic is faster, so he'll cut him before the Flashy Slash lands. And then Bang, it's like, I think he can kill Bang. I think Flashy Flash can kill Bang. I believe that. I believe that. But Bang could probably like beat Darkshine. And I don't know how Bang would fucking deal with Atomic. He has a sword, bro. How do you deal with that? But like, it's just all fucking matchup shit, dog. It's just like, oh, let me see what niggas is thinking right now. All right. So you don't need to be a Bang stan to say he's dodging most of his hits. Bang still wins high diff. I think Bang can take 1 or 2 hits from Darkshine, but no more. Joshua says, yeah, his technique makes up for that. Kid Rick says, a disrespect for Bang. Whoa! Because I said, nah, bro. He can definitely die, bro. He can definitely die. Fuck, man. Fuck, man. Yo, this shit is so hard, bro. Like, yo. Oh my god. Alright, let me try to reduce the numbers and see if it'll clear my mind more. So I know Tatsumaki can beat all those guys. I'm gonna put her next, right next underneath the king. Yeah, we got 3, 6, 7, 8. We got 5 more names. That shit finna be lopsided. We're gonna move niggas up. Alright, so probably move them up one more time. Okay. Bullfoy, Darkshine, Silver Fang Bang, Atomic Samurai, Child Emperor. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If Darkshine punches Brave Giant, bro, yeah, that shit might get fucked up, bro. Yo, that shit like, yo, the shield might break low key, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, bro, if Phoenix caught that bitch. No. But I gotta, I forgot, bro. It's not that way. It's not that Phoenix. It's not that if Phoenix could do it, Darkshine can do it. It's that because Phoenix did it, could Darkshine do it? Because Phoenix, bruh, it took 100% to do that thing to Phoenix, man. And even then, he caught the giant fist strike and was using his heat to melt through that bitch, bruh. Like, in his prominence mode, that nigga was legit cock diesel strong as fuck. And then after that, he caught a chisel beam with one hand. Like, Phoenix, physically, was a monster. Like, Goketsu. That's why I made that matchup before. I was talking about that matchup, and I'm going to start doing matchup videos versus matches or whatever, shit like that on the channel. So that's the series I'm going to start hopefully pretty soon, along with the Monsters Anomaly series and all these streams concurrently with the One Punch Man podcast and live reactions. So you already know the One Punch Man content for to just keep growing and shit. Make sure you like, subscribe. But Phoenix versus Goketsu, nigga, that's a fight, my nigga. That's a fight. So I'm no, bruh, no. Brave strong as hell, bitch. Brave strong as hell, nigga. That nigga strong as hell, bro. Hell no. I don't want to hear this shit. All right, so Bang finna come up and run up on the Brave Giant. I don't know about that. Like, definitely like amount of strikes. Bang will definitely land like at least 25 times more attacks than Brave Giant will land on Bang for sure. If Brave Giant attacks Bang 10 times, Bang will have hit Brave Giant probably in that same time period or after that or in total 25 times more than that because of his offensive speed. But also Brave Giant has munitions and that balances it out. Doesn't matter how tough Bang is. I don't see him eating bullets or deflecting bullets for sure, but not like taking bullets. So he's going to be on the move a lot. That's going to like force him out of the range. And then that medium range is where Brave Giant is, is the best. He's mobile as fuck. Because remember, Murata literally did a redraw. to make Brave Giant seem more mobile. So there is no discussion or any like arguments about like Brave Giant being slow or like not agile and shit. That's your own wrong opinion. Murata said that he redrew the chapter to make Brave Giant faster. So that's out of the question. Brave Giant is fast as fuck and mobile as fuck. He's able to keep up with and combat Phoenix Man himself, another speed demon who we saw was flying around a nigga like nothing, man. So and then and then he was able to actually stop the niggas underwater, the two ninjas and shit. Then he was getting his ass bust, but he reacted once or twice in the Brave Giant suit underwater. So Brave Giant is fast. I don't want to hear anything about that. But Bang is still gonna get in there faster. Atomic could definitely probably cut the armor. The armor didn't seem anything like it was uncuttable. It did seem very, very tough though, because Phoenix was had to be in a superior form and able to start like clawing through it and shit. And then when he got into brilliance, Eagle Brilliance mode, that's when he actually was able to rip it apart with his claws in his second resurrection form. Like it was crazy. It was crazy strong. It was the shit that tanked the Nova or whatever. Like only that was able to rip it apart. So that's gonna require like maybe even focus slash. No. Let me not say that. You can cut through that shit. I think probably Flash can cut through the armor too, but maybe not, because the ninja duo couldn't. I'm not saying that the ninja duo can cut harder than Flashy, but they weren't completely outdone cutting wise. Like Flashy had to block their shit. Like they could cut Flashy, so they can attack. And Brave was just dealing with that shit. So for right now, just for right now, Brave Giant can be cut through. But it's going to be taking like a signature attack, atomic slash type shit, or a flashy slash type shit. Brave Giant over a Bofoi drone. Yo. Yo. Hey. You think Darkshine can take an Emperor over? Yo, no. I gotta light a blunt with y'all niggas answer, bro. Y'all go ahead, drop it in the chat. Emperor Nova versus Darkshine. Let me see the fucking the Darkshine wankers, man. Let me see if y'all niggas are really, if you'll dare to say that shit. Let me see it. And if you say it, let me hear an argument with it too, bro. I'll give niggas 2 minutes, bro. Let's hear it. I gotta give him 2 minutes, like 30 seconds. See what's like a delay. I think it's like 15 seconds. I'm not sure. Remember, guys, if you're watching, to go ahead and join the chat. It's for your engagement and shit like that. But we love talking with y'all niggas, and your opinion like helps. We're already shaping the video talking to y'all niggas. So what's up? Brave Giant over Metal Knight drone. Confirmed, man. Joshua Knight confirmed, man. You already know. Can we please remember to not talk about spoilers? Oh, this nigga Random Human out here sucking that Darkshine dick, bro. What's good, Random? Welcome to the chat, bro. Josh's Darkshine about to be roasted by Nova. He won't be giving up for Darkshine no more after that. Confirmed, man. I'm telling you, bro. He's not tanking that. Fuck out of here. Niggas are not tanking that, bro. Orochi would have had a hole blown through him if he would have stood there with his arms open, bro. CK says maybe. Not gonna say he can without a doubt take the Nova. He has the highest chance of taking it though. Alright, well, we have to start like using these conclusions to start dividing these numbers now, because this is the end of the list. Once we position one person, the rest of the people in the list will fall in place. Like it's to that point. Like these 5 niggas really do decide everything, and it's gonna be exciting to see more from all of these niggas. Like we've gotten some from Child Emperor, exciting as fuck. Some from Bang. I'd like to see a lot more, but exciting as fuck. A little bit of Atomic, but not as much. Exciting as fuck so far. Nothing from both boy. Anticipating it greatly, like greatly, more so than almost a lot of the other heroes. Darkshine, probably anticipating him the most. Like to be honest with you, like aside from like Metal Bad and Watchdog and shit like that, like Darkshine, bruh. Let me see that, bruh. So come on, let's break it down for real, for real. All right, so if Darkshine was walking down the street and Bang walked up on him, right? We're saying that Bang can't take 5 full power Darkshine hits. He can't take that. At the same time, he can deflect them. He's proven that, and that's what the Water Stream has proven several times, even in its imitated version in Garrou's interpretation. So, staying in combat isn't going to be a problem, and the Water Stream is very effective in delivering hits. But Darkshine, in particular, has bragged and displayed that he doesn't even know what can pierce his body. So that both is a shout out to Flashy and Atomic. A challenge to cutting him, as well as a challenge to actually hitting him and shit like that. But it would be different if Bang didn't have power behind his hits, but that hasn't been represented whatsoever. Like the Water Stream hasn't been shown as shallow, besides up against fucking Bug Guy, quote unquote. Shout out to Suzuki. So, this is gonna get a little bit more iffy than that, because, like I said before, we're talking about the tank, and this nigga with his brother busted a tank, even though it came back, but he busted a tank. Because he has more weapons, and he's proven that, I'm going to put him over Darkshine. But, like I said, I think if Darkshine hits Bang 4 times full power, that Bang may be out of commission. Or maybe at a point where he has to use the last of what he has to resolve the issue. I haven't seen much from Darkshine, besides that one punch, but, he popped that thing. It didn't even really seem like he was that into the fight. He was flexing and toying around and shit. Fuck, man. These niggas are strong as fuck, bro. Every single person I'm talking about is strong as fuck. Please don't think anybody's getting disrespected or misrepresented. Every single person on this list is strong as fuck. But these 5 in particular are strong as fuck. This is what I would call the power source of the fucking association. You got Tatsumaki, the fucking leader out there and shit. You already know that. That's everything. You got King, the literally as strong as Saitama. He's a trump card, man. You got Fighting Spirit back there and shit. You got the fucking Demon Cyborg as artillery and shit like that. But apparently this guy has all the firepower. This kid is literally is leading a successful mission. And showed out during the toughest parts by doing some of the strongest, most impressive things the entire series so far. This kid has earned his position, if not higher. This nigga literally just proved that he can stop something from splitting by learning of regeneration from a previous fight. Not only is that crazy intellect, but that technique's dangerous as fuck. This nigga has been praised by everybody. Everybody has praised this nigga. Every single person has praised this nigga. And then he goes out there and his disciple, somebody who spiraled from under them, is using the weapon that he gave him to cause extreme havoc. Extreme havoc, man. Imagine a Garou without Water Stream. He'd be tough, but he's tougher with that bitch. And to have this nigga go out there and tame his own dog like that? He was going to put an end to Garou. If he wanted to, he could have killed Garou. And then he took on EC? My nigga. Bro, I was talking to... I don't remember if y'all watched early podcasts. Whenever I saw the episode that he was standing there on the ledge, And after it happened, he kept looking up. He was like, I wonder if it would have been my turn. Like, I was like, nigga, you're gonna take on a meteor? Like, right there, it doesn't matter, like, what anybody thinks or anybody tells me. Me seeing Metal Knight fail lets me think that it could be a failure. But if Bang thinks he can take on a meteor, alright. That's scary though. Like that. Yo, I see like that. If we can talk about like, oh, Bang versus Atomic, if okay, we can talk about that. And if you tell me he wins, I'm not mad about it because of that. But at the same time, no. Like this is like out of all the characters, they have special traits, right? Special individual traits. You know, you have some that may intersect, like the trifecta, like I mentioned before in the latest podcast. You know, you get the firepower, Child Emperor, Bofoy, and Genos, right? Guns, bullets, cannons, laser beams, flight, all kinds of shit to blow niggas out of fucking existence, bro. And they do it well. Every single one of them, individualistically, is a fucking monster at what they do, bro. They're a fucking monster, man. Crazy as fuck strong. On the other hand, there are the guys who are special in their things. This guy here, in the number 10 spot, can move faster than anybody else we've seen so far. This guy here, apparently, is the most durable and maybe even the toughest out of all the heroes here. This one may be the most skilled, quote unquote, to a certain degree. But this one seems to be able to attack the fastest out of all of them. That's been proven to us. Like, the reference of his shit. And the only person who is in reference to him is Flashy Flash too, because he's been able to he's been shown to be able to attack people faster than a lot of other niggas as well. But Bang's water stream, even though it's incredibly fast and incredibly capable and being used, and it's been displayed mainly by his disciples' interpretation. It's very, very fast, but it hasn't been shown to be this fast. Like the feats depicted aren't the same as this one. Like they're showing different things because Atomic's feats and Atomic's displays, they display more like attack speed feats, like maximum attack speed feats. It's like I don't see that matchup. I don't see Bang like coming into the radius of Atomic and throwing a few punches. Like I see his hands coming off. Like if Bang like comes into Atomic's radius real fast, right, and then he attacks him and somehow he's able to dodge back, right, somehow, right, and then he does the fucking the meteor taking out punch, sure, got him, done, beat. Right there. But if not, the fight's ending in a second, either way. Atomic's taking his hands off and then cutting his head off, and then like into pieces or whatever's inside of his range, or fucking Bang sidestepping the shit and then blowing a meteor out on Atomic and taking his ass out. Whatever happens, happens. But this fight isn't lasting for fucking more than 5 seconds. So as I'm putting it, him over him. I don't know if he can cut him. Him over him and him. But he has to... Oh, nigga. If these two, though, bro, nigga. If these two, for real, on the real shit, bro. Like, he has to, like, fly up fast as fuck, bro. And then, like, pull it all out. Nigga, Emperor, like immediately, like to where like he cannot escape. It has to be a place where like Darkshine, like even use some like fucking some devious type shit, like fly over to a subway and shit, and have Darkshine jump inside of a subway and it start to fall, so he saves the people, and you fly right on top of him, and then you blast him with the Emperor Nova, guaranteed to kill the niggas in the subway. But he's gonna try to protect them using his body. Full power, 100%. Millennium Emperor Nova to the face, Darkshine. That's how Child Emperor went. Besides that, Todd Emperor can't survive three punches from that nigga. I don't think so. His shields are, ooh, fuck, bro. But it can though. Like it can evade shit though, bro. We just don't know how fast he punches. But like, bro. And what happens here, bro? Before versus Darkshine, bro. Because Loki want. No, you know what? You know what? No. 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 I'm not gonna save him for your pretend bullshit. I've seen him. Yeah, I gotta do it. It's low key, bro. I don't want to cop out again, but I've seen him about as much as fucking this nigga. I've actually seen this nigga more than I've seen this nigga. Random says speed is everything. Dizzy says the question relies on atomic durability. A Knight says it not really he's not taking a flashy slash. It really depends on who lands the first hit. Like if Flashy can't one shot Atomic, you can make a strong argument that Atomic can one shot Flashy. Flashy isn't going for a flashy slash from the get go. What the fuck, Grimm? What are you doing? Your ass says he came, bro. Like, bruh, it's Metal Knight, bro. No, nah, nigga, fuck out of here, bro. Like those drones are not fucking up Darkshine. They're not beating Brave Giant. He's definitely getting to that drone and taking it down. And this nigga can fucking cut lightning, bro. Like relax the explosions. Fuck out of here with that. Alright. Here's where it gets difficult. Here's where alright. So fuck, man. Because Atomic can cut. He can cut the bullets, right? From Child Emperor's Brave Knight, right? He cannot deal with or take an Emperor Nova. But at the same time, would an Atomic Slash actually like cut through the fucking entire thing and kill him? Because he's cut through a bunch of fucking monsters and demons at the same time and shit. And even cut through the fucking the durable and big body fucking Rhino Wrestler. But I don't know if Rhino Wrestler was as big as fucking whatchamacallit, Brave Giant. I think Brave Giant is actually bigger than that. But he should be able to. He's cut through a lot of shit before. And Brave Giant isn't as quick as Atomic, but like he's got those shields. I wonder what how those shields would feel with face up against the fucking blades. They bounce off for like Because what's more dangerous to the fucking to the shields of Brave Giant? A punch from Darkshine or an Atomic Slash? I'm thinking the punch from Darkshine. But if an Atomic Slash can cut through it, it could probably take the arm off. But the punch from Darkshine will probably throw Brave Giant itself and probably take the arm off too and fuck up the center part. Yeah. Damn, bro. This is so difficult, bro. Like, I just can't, bro. Cause like, no matter what, if Darkshine like if no, I'll just say it plainly. I think the Giant Fist Strike 100% would kill Darkshine. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't think it would kill Darkshine. I deep down, bro, I think it would fuck him up greatly, like greatly, like fucking. You know what? No, let me remind myself of that shit. Let me look that bitch up real fast, bro. The Giant fucking Fist Striker shit, because I can't like. Because that would be the deciding factor. I forgot that Brave Giant himself has hand to hand, man. I think he'll go hand to hand and shit too, bro. And he's got weapons. So like seeing the Giant Fist Strike will definitely like it'll definitely help shape my viewpoint. It's just like, cause, bro, cause they were like he was in there, bro. He really was in there. Like the fucking, alright, so the shield is pretty strong. Um, oh damn, yeah, the little Braves. I forgot about the little Braves helping out and shit too, cause they can fucking attack and send beams or whatever and shit too. So really, they're getting jumped low key. And they're strategic and shit too. They were using a lot of strategy. Remember when they circled around Phoenix Man and hit him from all different sides, so he couldn't escape? So he literally had to absorb it and shit. And then look at that. Yep, the Giant Fist Strike. Yo, that shit had magnetic energy around it too, bro. Oh shit, yo, nigga. Yo, that Phoenix, yo, Phoenix strong as hell, bro. He's screaming, oh shit. Yo, so the Fist Strike regular one. Oh yeah, then that's what he said, the over boosters. Oh man, there it is. Oh, just bro, page 30 of Manga Dex, bro. Like chapter 99.3. Fuck, man, like just the bottom of the hole is just white, bro, because the fucking like just tearing down into that, bro. I'm like, yo, and then he's still going, bro. You just see Brave Giant just flashing down, yo, and Phoenix still isn't dead. Yo, nah, he can't take that. Nah, I'm sorry, bro. Yo, nah. Darkseid is not taking a Giant Fist Strike 100%, bro. That ain't happen. And neither is Bang, and neither is Atomic, bro. None of them niggas are taking that shit. So they can't take a Emperor Nova or a Giant Fist Strike. But Brave Giant can't tank. Oh, nigga, yo. What if Bang does the meteor busting attack, and then Brave Giant does the Emperor Nova right there? Nigga, what if they gonna clash, man? Yo, cause didn't it was it like contact point or was it? Hold on, let me look that bitch up too, bruh. Cause was it the air that they threw or was it the contact? Like did they actually hit that nigga and then like the contact just threw it up? Let me see, bro. Cause, bro, yo, Bang will take some niggas out with that shit, bro. Like, this is the deciding factor. Let me see that bitch again, bro. Cause legit, Bang should be able to fuck up Darkshine, bro. Like, Darkshine is kind of a disadvantage too. He only has one fight. Low key, for as much praise y'all niggas give and as much respect as I give him too, because the hype is solidified and true. He doesn't have that much to back him up right now, bro. And unfortunately, at this stage in the tournament, or at this stage in the rankings or whatever, because we're gonna update these shits like every like 5 to 6 months or whatever. We'll get like fucking, it may even need to be yearly, because in 5 to 6 months we'll probably only get like 7 to 8 chapters, maybe 14 if we keep the bi-weekly thing, but that's ants. There's the ifs and shit like that. But for now, Darkshine is at a disadvantage on this list. So allow me to check out this fucking Bang feat real fast. Alright, 1 second. I think I'm there finally. Alright, so it's called Flowing Water Whirlwind, Roaring Aura Sky Ripping Fist. And yes, they actually made contact with EC. Huh. But that punch, like, so I was basically asking if that punch at the Emperor never would have stopped that and like, yeah, yeah. I don't think they could deal with that with the Emperor Nova with that. No. Damn. So right now I got Child Emperor, and then yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the order. I knew it, bro. Once you order one, you order the rest. All right. This is my current listing. I'll be making a strongest S Frank Heroes official edited video within the next like week. So make sure you tune in for that. Hopefully, it should be within the next few days actually, but um, work issue like that conflicts with that. Um, but here is my official list. Um, King at number one, Tatsumaki at number two, Child Emperor at number three, Silver Fang Bang at number four, Atomic Samurai at number five, um, uh, Super Alloy Darkshine at number six, Bullfoy at number seven, Flashy Flash at number eight, Watchdog Man at nine, Genos at 10, Pig God at 11, Metal Bat at 12. Ooh, maybe I should switch. Whatever. Pooty Pooty at 13. And Tank Top at 14. Yo, maybe I should do Sweet Mask, bro. Should I add? No, because if I add Sweet Mask, he'll really be right here. Pig God, though. Yeah, let me do that. Because he's definitely tough. And he took out that factory pretty fast and shit. And he also took out the fucking the crew and their armor pretty fast and shit too. But Metal Bat could overcome that ability that we've seen so far with his fighting spirit and like do a lot more damage to him and shit. And then I don't know. I think he probably get out of Pig God, but like Pig God's pretty fucking strong too, and he's a tank as well to a certain extent. So I think he can beat Pig God. I don't think he can beat Metal Bat. I don't think he can beat Genos. Because Genos is showing similar fighting ability, and he's more ferocious than what I've seen from Amai. Like Amai's a lot more graceful, so maybe more efficient. But Genos' firepower and offensive ability outmatch what Amai's shown so far, which is nothing. But that isn't my fault. He gotta fight. He ain't do it. That's our fault. Yeah. Let me see what niggas are saying. Atomic is pretty mobile too. Atomic probably dices the Brave Giant Fist. Most likely. Dizzy says, was the 100 Bull 4 drone stated yet? Wow, bruh. How are the mods like allowing some shit like that, bruh? That's a direct webcomic thing, bruh. Like, stated yet? And you're allowing that, Marcus, bruh? Like, somebody just lost it. But I just really want to read the rest of these, bro. Ginger Rock says, Sweet Mask Boy. Chicken Dippers, can Atomic beat Darkshine, but Atomic can beat Darkshine, but Flashy Flash can't? Yeah, bruh. He can't cut as deep or as hard or as long or whatever you want to call it as Atomic. Random says, solid list except Child Emperor. In my opinion, he should be behind Flashy. You're Yo, a random human smoking that dope. Marcus said, "Put your emperor and atomic on Flashy." These niggas smoking that super duper loud, man. When Flashy gets an emperor over or a fist strike, then we can talk about that. CK Sweet Mask is higher, higher than these nuts in his mouth. Next says, "I'll give your list a 7 out of 10. I agree with most of it until top 5. Oh, nigga, fuck out of here, bro. Nigga, the top 5 is, nigga, that's more concrete than anything, bro. I think this is the list already, isn't it? Isn't that the scale of points already? Alright. Let's see. You made sense until you got into Zombie Man. Bitch! That's not a webcomic spoiler? That's not a webcomic. Bitch! Is it that? Then why would I not know that? Where is it? This nigga said Flashy would dodge that fish and then burn over fool. Of course, bro, but that's not what we're talking about. Of course, some of these guys have the ability to dodge these things, evade these things, deflect these things. We're talking about if they get hit with them. Like if Child Emperor like somehow gets his suit disabled and like is coming out and Flashy like sees that, if he gets hit with the Flashy Slash, he's dead. Like there's no like if, ands, or but. Maybe there's an invisible wall up there out of nowhere. Child's the only nigga who has like crazy ass flies. Feel like he literally weaved an invisible wall while Fiddy's man was talking in front of him to his face. Like what the fuck? So like he could probably block that shit somehow, bro. But nah, man. All right, I think that's about it. Guys, remember that to join the Discord immediately after I end this video, we're gonna be in the Discord to discuss my picks. People are gonna like talk shit. They're gonna praise. They're gonna agree, disagree. So if you guys want to join the discussion, want to give your opinion, if you want to change the flow of the final video, it's gonna come up in a few days. Additionally, by actually conversing with me face to or text to text, then hop into the Discord. If you guys want to support the streams, this room in particular, or all the other podcasts in particular, the things we do on this channel, make sure you check out the link below for our Patreon. If you can donate, you'll get different little perks and stuff like that. And this is it, bruh. Final time, check out the list right here. Yo, like I said, bro, Amai could beat Pig Guy and Pootie and them niggas, but he's not beating Metal Bat or fucking or Genos. You already know Watch Dogs over that, whatever. So yeah, but yeah. All right, man. See y'all boys next time, man. Yo.